Video. Fine. Unless it's showing now. This window. This is very important to make it now. Human Rights Protocol, SIGI, what I was going to say. So basically, today is the 13th of February 2026. I'm gonna call some important people, but I have to do it properly. Before it's just 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. But let me have a seat first. Let me have a seat here. Properly, things properly. So, it's here and I'm here for my job. So, before posting, I'm going to build a triplex, which is basically the world's first compound, duplex, and triplex. So, there's the bottom is fucking keep my brain, keep me AI in my head, man. But the thing is, like, the first triplex is gonna be literally by me 1,000 times 1,000 times 700 times the power times 3. That'll be, let me calculate it now. 1,500. No, 1,500. Okay, 1,000 meters times 500 equals 500 times 3. 500,000 times 3 is a triplex. So 1,000 times 500 meters equals 500,000 meters times 3 is 1,500,000 meters of land I should buy in Navy. Today I have to get my government ID covered. I go to Nigeria for my PhD. For my PhD, which is 3 years. But apart from that, which is against Nigeria, which is easy to do me because I'm not criminal. Doesn't stop me from moving. I don't have a problem in Nigeria. I'm going to my boarding school of Angel to do that. But basically, I have to go to Newweed, definitely to go to university. I have to get there and then I start my PhD. But the version I'm considering is the government ID. So I have to settle for like a bit of time, let's say 2 months of period, to get all my ID reissued to my residence. So like pay for 2 months hostel, and then like 1 month isn't good enough. 1 month rent. So I pay for 1 month this month, and I pay for another month this month the hostel, and I head to Nigeria. But it should be fine because I've been there for so long. I just have to get my bank card unlocked and leave. But so the way they hold you is the way they hold them. You have to hold them accountable. So like I said to them, 3 years of my life is in a ward. So 3 years is just the minimum, local minimum, local maximum you're allowed to stay. So if it's 28 days here, that'd be 14 days minimum if you're best behavior. 14 days by law in the office of the Roman curriculum. Because I don't like this kind of thing. How it's going. I'm autistic and I don't like it. I didn't have freedom. So wards are obviously outside there's no wards. We have no prisons negotiation model. But we have we have a prison like protocol. So you have handcuffs. Because because it has to be sustainable, literally. Because people work in UK, and people from here go transfer here. So to the world. So I'm saying to you, it has to be done adequately. Adequately. So it has to be done properly. So, I'm tripolar. That means I'm three-person mom. I have three relatives. It can be dead, alive, or transcendent or descendant, depending how you see it. But, I can be here or there. I can be teleported somewhere. But that three-person one, you can call me Mr. Uche, E for umbrella, H for C for Charlie, A for hamburger, and E for echo. And yeah, that means knowledge in Namdi. But O B next is O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for India, N for November, E for Echo. X for X-ray, E for umbrella, S for Sarah is what's designed to do constitutional company. Design and technology code. That's a very possible. Doing design and technology. We don't do consulting. We do design. I've got the RT repository, which I've got some cool arts there. I made, but I have to cover all my accounts. But I'm trying to get all my account details too. So two things I want to do. get my government issued ID. Let me write it down properly. I've got a pen. I've got a pen. I love a pen. So I can get my government issued ID. That's my passport, my national insurance number, other things to the UK system. But I'm not British. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a British passport. But because then you're kind of seen abroad, that's stopping me actually moving. So I'm stopping people actually moving. So 14 days or basically if you're not British, so there's no constitution. I'm not putting any constitution in the UK for whatever reason, because they have wards and the wards are different. So I don't be holding them in the system. I can't do that, for stability. But and there's no constitution. I don't want to put it anymore because it's unstable. It's not gonna work out in the end. It's gonna work out if I do it. Yeah, I know, right? But it's not gonna work out for me because the rest of I would just leave things as it is here and rebuild in Nigeria because the freedom I had in Nigeria is not as possible. Yeah, so it's not about doing my PhD here. But because of how so I'm trying to do with other people, eventually I'll look like that. But it's gonna be done well. So you can call me Eze when I'm talking about social media. Eze, oh sorry guys. Eze is a soldier. Guys, let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. So, I'm trying to recover all my data. Well, so everything I had, my GitHub repository, everything. So everything I had was a child was like literally torn apart, but I've just moved to the UK. But I've persevered, like a lot of things, and I've still got a lot to do. But the thing that holding me back is money claim to go to the UK. I can't log in. I have to get stability. So 1 month, you pay 1 month rent in a hostel and I'm happy with that. 1 month's rent is basically, because I'll be living there for 1 month, it'll be fine. But I'm stuff, big yellow stuff. Big yellow building will hold all my stuff. So I have a big yellow, hold my move and things. That's a Federal Council. Still meant to be relieved. So today is meant to be my discharge period because, I got section 5.2 on the 10th of February 2025. Today's a moving out day, so 10th of June, February 26. So section 5.2 it was issued. So the last 3 days, and I'm gonna get an assessment today on my capacity check from the brain. They won't do their job, so if they do their job or not problem. I'm gonna call the police. So I'm gonna call the people on CQC, to the Care Commission, because they have to care for me. Care for me. The only thing they say is let him go, let him go. But let's see how that goes. So I'm trying to describe the ward. So the exclusion, anything. So you're gonna have the same. So this was basically 2 stories building. You're gonna have a circular. It's gonna be all nice for you guys. It's gonna be living there. It's a living facility. It's a dormitory. So you get a dormitory, you get music, you can do anything you want. But we're holding you there in that space. You can play anything. It's what you want. You can do anything. It's just a mini. It's just you're not going to, but people are taking care of you. It's a prison, but it's just like it's not a prison per se, but it's a ward. So it's like you're gonna have locks. You're gonna have people that are sick there. We're gonna be fighting people there for whatever reason. Well, I don't want you guys to fight people, but if you do fight people, just don't fight us. Because you're the one holding you. So it's a ward. You're free to do anything. You're free to go outside, but you'll stay until your detention expires. Until this expires, this is go. 3 years. If it's 3 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 6 years. 6 years is one I'm be doing because 6 years I can do to because 6 years is But if you're holding you in the question itself, if you go, the more you go inside the question, the more you get help. Because it's easy for us to go. The more outside, the more because we're facing the people that want to come in. But the people that want to come in legally are outside, so they don't see issue outside. So you're going to have like somewhere you guys are safe too, but you can't come in. 3 years, you come in there, you stay, you stay there, you live your life there, but you're not living with us. You're not one of us. You're not gonna be one of us in the city. So you're detained. You're detained because I'm making the rules here. I cannot have people tell me what to do anymore. I cannot have it. I done this legalization. I'm very powerful now. You don't know it. I don't really care. But I'm not boasting about it because I'm just doing what you guys are doing to me. The way you didn't boast about putting me in prison, laughing, or what you did, maybe you did. I'm not going to boast about me putting you in a ward unit for 6 years of your life. But it's just to happen because the promise to free the people that are peoples and girlfriends and serve to the nation. That's the goal. So actually have a Utopia. Something that people, you keep all the rubbish out. Oyster has rubbish out, and people can actually do something, and you have to have, you can live there, but you're going to be taking care of you, and you should be, we're all separate from the taking care of us. So we can say, and obviously the decision that applies to you all. So if you're in section 2 here in the UK, you serve that time with us, for 28 days, for 28 days minimum, to double that 48 days, because I doubled that because I know I'm Tim. So it applies because, that's a double thing to do yourself. This day, can say to me, 28 days, not 14 days. So, but you can get promoted outside, so you can get outside, automated. So if it's 28 days, you can come half the time, 40 days, and you leave. So that's promotion one. If you get demoted, you get 48 days. So, and there's no, it's all decentralized for us, obviously. The promotion model was inversely. So if I was a cop and I was giving you an award, I can hold you down and get promoted and get paid more to do my job, to hold more people down. But that's what I want to do. I want you guys to leave. I want you guys to leave. So anybody gets secluded is in prison. So seclusion is like, underground. So you cannot be on the surface. You have to go up, because, I don't keep electricity on for you in the night, You can just turn off, you just by yourself, lonely, happy, think about your life, think about what you've done, and you can come out that state and go back up. But, I don't want to be holding, the ground will hold you, not me. Not the nice place you are, because it's going to be luxurious for you to have a ward, But, 3 years of my life, I don't see any good light, I don't see any sunlight, because of the computer what that is doing to my skin. If you stay there for 6 years in seclusion, I'll be happy. See what you've done to the skin, see how you've changed, see how you've been. Because that should be darker in complexion, really. Because I put a cream on. I want to be dark. I want it to look like a black one. But apart from that, I had a lot of film. But you'll be on the ground, you're locked in the seclusion. You're underground, you're locked in it. And the goal is to just have you there until you realize what you've done. That's just to make sure you're actually seeing stuff the way they are. The way they are. You're not thinking you're superior or something. But you can have food there, water there, everything there, just not done, but done by someone else, basically, because you're secluded. They can give you food, you can give them, because that's seclusion, you don't know what to do this stuff. If you go up, so, you get a prison day, basically, you get prison bars, you're gonna be, humane, but it's gonna be like in whatever works. If it was a prison here in the UK, that's what you get. Get in prison bars. But that's what it says. You get a cell, but the cells are on the ground. Because seclusion, make sure you can see stuff the way they are. So if you work in the UK, somehow just to work here. And that should be better. So it's just on the ground, but it's not on nothing. You just get you have to go underground. So you get like a space on the ground you cannot pass. So you basically use the dirt to hold you. Basically, there's an elevator you cannot go to. This is just situation. And the thing that kill you, nothing is going to kill you in front of it's just gonna keep you there in idle until you can start behaving and start seeing dirt as it is dirt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should because I'm not gonna be here in the UK no more, kind of for no reason, because I'm being abused left, right, and center. Everything that happened to me in my life, I'm gonna write a book about it, but I'm not gonna be boasting about it. I'm not boastful, no one asked me to boast in my life. I don't have any friends in the UK, I don't have anything. I just have friends in the UK, but I won't tell you who they are, or just write them out because you're funny. But the time I leave now, today's the third day I leave. So, I don't care. So, about anything you can. I don't care about your food. I don't care about your water. I don't care about anything. And it's not my fault because I'm secluded from it. If it was my fault, I was sure it's my fault. I've done something wrong. But, so that's the solution. So, you can basically, 15 meters on the ground. You get 5, 10, 15, 15 maximum. But they have the area of the underground system. So, basically, half the area. Okay. Let's say, double the area of people who are living on the ground. So I want people to go on the ground too. So you can have a double the space to hold people on the ground. So you can go and break him, go on the ground and break him out. You don't break him from the inside out, from outside him. You go on the ground to go on the ground and break the person out. Let's see how that works. For you, but it's gonna be perfect. It's a prison. It's not a prison. It's a seclusion, and seclusion. You have no prisons there, but it's gonna be how it works for you in your own country. So it's just gonna be on the ground as an difference, because I'm not gonna be holding anybody here accountable for my life. I'm holding people that are making me accountable for my life, That's the status quo, I'm not afraid to do it because I'm not greedy, I'm not corrupt, I am not interested in your felicity. I'm interested in the status quo. And if they want them back, if they want to fly them out, if the Americans fly someone out from America, they have to go So basically, 5 meters on the ground, 10 meters on the ground, and 15 meters. If they want to find anyone that we really want to keep there, and no, that's a go. 30 meters on the ground, 60 meters on the ground, and 90 meters on the ground. So basically, people that die 90 meters on the ground are people that are so dangerous. We'll keep them on the ground, on the ground until until they leave, until they can leave. But it's not a prison. If you guys want to go 5 meters on the ground and see the people there, or 50, 90 meters, you can go there. You guys are allowed to go there. Just go and see them. Just don't do anything stupid. Just don't do anything stupid. That's what I'm telling you guys. Don't be like a Superman, superhero, supervillain. I think because you stay there too. I don't care no more. We have a system here and we have a system there. Just to keep you people at bay. People at bay because the dirt, all the rubbish, all the dirt comes into camp from the outside world, and we don't have any problems until you give us problems. So don't give stop making trouble, stop giving people trouble. But that's the goal. It's like because I'm learning from this kind of setting I'm in, and I've learned so well that I'm pretty sure there's a solution. So there's the inference policies there. So let me see color change that. So 120 meters is for someone like Superman, but there's no such a Superman there. I've not seen anybody get out of maybe this man that stole they can escape water, but he had time, he had space and time. So I know how that works. So maybe I put one. Usually this guy's a magician, the one on the ground, and put him on. He come on the outside, but he was a very good magician. He knows pick a locks. So for him, I'll give him bonus. Well, I don't. 120 minutes is not allowed for now, but that's like a Superman. People like a girl that has a lot of power. Like world leaders, so not world leaders, not prison world leaders per se. What I mean by that is like in prison that has so much power is causing problems. So basically, that'll be 120 meters to 120 meters to 120 120 120 meters per round, to 120, 150 plus 30, and plus 130, 150 meters, 120 meters ground for people with superpowers. Like literally, we don't, maybe there's science, basically that's the spiritual stuff. So things that things that are a phenomenon that are not just understood, 120 meters, so isolate them. This is where isolation belongs. So 120 meters, about 150 is not one isolation chamber, and 150 and 180 meters on the 180 meters ground. Basically, if you can dig a well down well, 180 meters, you can find some there's a little bit a lot of physics. So basically that's the policy of so if they don't be a lot of physics. So you're going to have this thing protect us, protect, stop killing people for no reason. And our hospitals are being inside wards. Our hospitals will not be inside wards, so they'll be inside position. So that will be like you get the compound model, we have the models inside the triplex. So I'm building my own utopia, but I don't care about kids, I care about the status quo. I want to enjoy my life without kids, I should without kids. So I want to be able to go place and mom. So, I'll be having no kids for the time of anything, for no one for anything. If you guys think it's so stupid, I want kids for you guys. But the goals to have is to kill. So OB's compound is one in setup. Basically, this one. That's my utopia. No one outside there is allowed to go there to OB's and S's compound. So you can stay on anybody that's outside that can go in Uche's compound. Uche's compound. So that's the very policy there. Cannot change that. The one person to come. And if you're not born in Biafra, you have nothing to do with sovereignty or sovereignty. Why do you become a soldier? You become a soldier in Uche's tier. You still want to have a soldier, yeah. You still but you don't have to go physically there until I say so, until you localize, until something really significant happens, because Ez's compass, Ez is a soldier, and I'm putting my soldier, I'm putting my sovereignty. I can't let anybody be a soldier and not go there, be not a soldier, because I'm a soldier at heart, I fight for human rights, so until I'm stable, until I can do exports, basically, I don't sell any weapons to you guys, I just build my own stuff, because I'm a soldier, I build my own stuff, but which can build something for you too, just not if it's in tier 3, hey, you can have it. Just don't be weapons, anything, guns, military stuff. You cannot have that. That's the stuff. That's big boy stuff. Sorry, Uche. But OB stuff, you're not allowed to even step foot in there because it's the circle. That means you have to go over the scab, over the thing. But, if you can find the utopia or the OB's consensus reality where everything is in house, basically it's like a metropolis. It's not a metropolis. It's not a metropolis. It's like utopia built from blood and tears, which is a digital one. So basically, digital space you can just walk into. It's digital. You cannot go there. You cannot go there unless as a as as will put you down before you can get to that comfort. That's utopia and business for people like me. But if you want to socialize, you have to socialize in which is here. It's just be outside in the rural, like breathe some fresh air, do something in the community. But this project, let's see how it goes to 3 years of PhD. So I'll start with the most hardest one, the hardest part first, which is a good sort of really. Hardest part first is usually the hardest thing to do first, and that's basically building the operating system, which is actually Muko OS. So polyglottic Muko system, because over in Sigi, but I've only built the Sigi protocol, the human rights protocol, N for number, S for Sarah, I for gold, Indigo, G for Go, I for India, M for India. Basically, you can use freedom water, but anyone that's using protocol can use OB Voix to relay the message. So I'm gonna have OB Voix. O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, V for Violet, O for Oscar, which is the codec system for transformer system. Basically, if you come to a mic, basically you have real world noise. So you have four states: noise, no noise, signal, no signal, and you have a tap in, tap out sequence. Because you want to get information from certain. If tap in is disabled, you're just getting the noise. So tap in would be like someone trying to because how radio system works. So the radio works by you hold something down, you speak, and you exit the channel. But you don't exit because you can. So this one when you exit or not. The tap in, this one when you exit or not. The radio dissipates the signal because you have to hold down the signal to continue to use the radio. So the more you hold the radio, so you cannot hack it. When you hack it, you lose your information for you to hear in real time. So that's what the thing is. That's how radios work. So the tapping sequence is basically meant to tap into kind of the signal frequency to get a channel. But if you tapping disabled, you're basically let's just see obvious two walls. Voices through walls, or like I hear voices here. The head things that's a bit further away if you hold a signal. But if you're tapped in, you are authorized or unauthorized in, because it works on propagation waves. So it can be tapped out, enabled, tapped in, enabled, and tap out, disabled. So you can tap out, you can tap in and tap out. So you tap out, you exit the channel. You want to just leave without anybody telling you to leave. But just go switch to another channel that's not there. Another frequency that's not being registered, and the registered but has been hidden from the system. But it's not a frequency you can communicate on. So this is channel 0, channel 1, and channel 2. OB, but we should have 3 kind of people there, but I'm 3 in 1, so I have 3 realities I share, and I want to be in the Nigeria when I do that. So when I do Koshimano, but if you guys don't do this, the Biafra can build on Koshimano. Just don't keep the rubbish out. Keep the people, the people that are given from United Kingdom, no housing. I'm not lying. I don't hate people. I hate injustice. Anyone that's considered as a terrorist, keep them out very well and keep them outside the wall. So basically, you get the compound to 0, 1, 2, and you get 3, basically 4. You get 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 5 for you guys. You get tier 1, tier 2, get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 8, tier OB is tier 1 actually. So tier 1 will be OBI. So basically, get OBI, it's the hot nexus. So you're gonna get that one there. We're gonna have something like this. So where's my pen again? So basically, I'm trying to go back. So if you go to my Outlook.com drive, you can if you take the video here, you can find the thing I'm talking about. But I just want the pen again. But I am not disabled in any social system world. You can lie to me saying I'm disabled, taking medication. You cannot make me take medication. You cannot have been taking for so long. Do your job. Give me house. But there's no house for me anyway. So because I'm leaving to I don't want any house anymore. So they can try to grant me housing, but I don't want it anymore. So I'm saying the hostel is fine, because I'm saying it's fine. But the idea is to have, let's say, CH0. Let's go to tier 1. Maybe show an inverse model or tier 1. Tier 1 is which is tier? No, tier 1 is tier 3 is OBI is tier. But OBI is tier, OBI is tier. The goal is to have something that's OBI is tier, and this is basically channel 0, channel 1 as a king, and then we have. But I'm trying to get CBD up and running here. Tier 2, tier 3, tier 2, and tier. I'm sure that those you guys know. tier 1, 2, 3. And just tier. So basically, we just says here, you see what I'm saying? So you have the kind of tier model here, but this is what the compound be. So it'll be 1,500, 1,500,000 of a circular radius, 1,500,000. See, there's no edges whatsoever, and you're gonna have a position of a 45-degree position. No, you're gonna have a 90-degree position, pi of the circle. So this is the model here. So you're gonna have houses in here, but you're gonna have no hostels in there. Hostels are for going out, leaving the position. You can go out. So if you're doing, just book a hostel. You're gonna book a dormitory. Book a dormitory. Um, uh, but you have to pay for that. Yeah, if you want to leave it that way, book a dormitory or a hostel. Because I actually worked, by the way, I only get to actually book dormitories, but because I had dormitory, for but I only get to pay for hostel. Can I book the dormitory? Get all out. So get a hostel and get a dormitory, and you can leave the position. When your time is up, you leave. You write your price expenses. You don't get anything from us. We don't give anything. You get treated, and you get fucking leave this fucking place. So you get a hostel. For spies, anybody here. So you get a hostel model here. But they're gonna be handcuffs and all the police equipment there. Because I'm a king, so basically, he's gonna be in the exit here, handcuffs, police things. So I provide you the situation so he can hold you down without holding you down. He's trying to hold something. The rest is designed to hold something. Because you can hold this floor is holding me. My hand is not shaking. It's hold. It just held. I'm fine. See, it's not shaking. I'm just moving it. Oh, sure. I'm not being held. So this is because it's always to hold something. And that is what you define. That's you guys. So this is basically how it works. We're gonna take tier 4. You're gonna have zone 4, which is basically zone 4 and 5, which is basically bound for me, for OBI, Eze, and Uche. This is zone 4 and 5. So you guys are zone this is the zone triplex is basically the main building, but zone 4 and 5 is reserved zones, so you cannot go there until you authorize zone 6 is where the ward starts. So you cannot enter zone 5, 4, 5 because that's expansion zone. Basically, expansion zones for us, this is the same. Basically, it's 1,500, 1,000 times 500 times 2. So you get 1,000 times 500. 500,000 times 2. So basically, it's 100,000 meters squared, cubed of land because XYZ. But that zone is basically for us to have for breathing spaces. So that's what breathing spaces is. The breathing space is outside, so you can start going outside. So it's called breathing spaces, but it's gonna have you to go anywhere you want in MT. Without going to the ward, so you can expect things. But this gap is literally what separates me and you. So me from you guys, it's literally separation of concern. So 4 is literally a ring source. It's pi r squared over 260. But let me do calculator. Let's do 100,000 times pi which is radius squared to the power of 2, which is the length and width, which is basically 9,869 million, 9,869,600, 9,869 million 604,401, 0.89 hundred 6,604,000,000. Okay, so the number is 9,469,604,1,401, but 098. But the goes to have it secure in square feet. So this is one area. You cannot cross this. You cannot cross this. You cannot cross this. You cannot go there. So this is the expansion zone for us. To keep here. You're gonna have some breathing space. You're gonna have some padding, some patterns. You're gonna have a border. And that's where the border. You get a padding. There's no borders there. We're gonna get a padding. So the padding is basically a little more padding because I like a little bit padding for the zone. So you can see economic mistakes. So that'll be half of a track. That'll be 500 meters of land that separates 500 meters extra for zones 2 and 3. If I add 500 plus 700 meters plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 900. So you get 98696 just so you can stop doing stuff. The building I'm gonna start building trouble. It's not gonna be packed, so it's gonna be so I'm gonna have a radio dish as is tier. As is tier gonna have a radio dish, as is tier, and then OB's tier gonna have we're gonna have the old way of doing stuff. But basically, you're gonna have the old way of doing stuff because it works and it stops getting hacked. So I'm trying to go back 300 years in my mind. So I've already started my journey as a child. So I'm gonna go back to all the parts of my past, all my history, all my data requests. I'm gonna try to get my data so I leave this place, but I need my data to see what's happening clearly. So I know I'm going in my mind, so I don't die. So it's basically a system of non-linearity, and it's really gonna be ensuring that no bad actors are military person will work up. But if I build this guy, any BFM with an aura cell, you can get an aura cell passport. Aura, if for alpha, U for umbrella, S is arrow, Arumi, S is alpha, S for Sarah, if alpha, alpha Lima. But let's be happy. But this is a utopian builder, so it's my utopia, my idea of utopia. So this was a PhD project, This is my utopia. So my first utopia, my utopia. Because I've been in my dystopia already, which is UK, losing 10 cents a pound. But this is my utopia. This is my reality. This is basically if it does work out, there's the big end result to it. But if it doesn't work out, we'll see how to improve it. We'll see what the conclusions are. But I'm gonna be using ontology research. I'm gonna go on real world and find from. This is basically physical place. Basically, your reality. You can hold anything and everything that is you and nothing. You can hold people accountable. Basically, that's what it calls prison. But we have awards. So it's one utopia. So there's no prisons there, and I find hard. I've never been in a prison. And that's why. Thank you guys.